Why do people feel like they can offer unsolicited advice on what we do or don't eat?
Excuse me, sir, or ma'am, allow me to offer some unsolicited analysis. Deconstructing the trend, justifying a ketogenic diet.
It's an old saw that, you don't discuss politics or religion in polite company. We need to add, you don't talk about nutrition in front of polite company, because it's apparently like the third rail. If people start talking about it, there's going to be bloodshed. No, y'all, it's nobody's business what we eat.
Look, lady, I don't know what you think constitutes polite company, but where I'm from, you ain't it. In order to avoid criticism, she's suggesting diet should be a taboo and politically correct topic, like politics and religion. Then she says it's nobody's business what we eat. On the contrary, what we eat is big business, because we eat every single day. What you eat is literally someone's business. But you want to be immune from criticism so you can eat a decadent diet based on fat and animal products. And for what? Weight loss?
But then when it got a little bit more serious, it was 30 pounds, 35 pounds, 40 pounds. Wow, what are you doing? Well, by now I have stalked Doctors Westman, Finney, and Volek and others on the interwebs, and it's the well-formulated ketogenic diet. And by now I've read The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Living by Doctors Finney and Volek, and I understand the science behind it, the physiology behind it.
The motivation is weight loss, and the enablers are low-carb spokesmen Jeff Volek, Steve Finney, and Eric Westman. The behavior pattern is facilitated through stalking low-carb information echo chambers like blogs and social media.
I'm doing a ketogenic diet, I eat almost no carbs, and moderate protein, and the rest is fat. Most of it saturated, or much of it saturated. Because ultimately, who gets a vote on what we eat? Nobody. Nobody gets a vote on what we eat. Not our life partner, not our children, certainly not passing acquaintances, not our co-workers. Sometimes our doctor doesn't even get a vote on what we eat. We're in charge.
Now you're eating a saturated fat-based diet, and you're suggesting it's okay for people to drastically cut carbs despite the concerns of their loved ones and healthcare professionals. Look at what you're seeing, because this is what people will justify when all they care about is weight loss.
I'm finding success following something that I decided to do based on research, based on listening to people whom I trust.
When you're desperate for weight loss, it's easy to misplace your trust in people you don't realize are financially motivated. Steve Finney, Eric Westman, and Jeff Volek all have long-standing personal and financial relationships with the Atkins Foundation. To my knowledge, none of them have ever published any research or opinion pieces critical of any element of the low-carb diet. Neil Bernard just published an article in the Journal of the American Medical Association about the misuse of meta-analysis in nutrition research. He starts off by saying, "Controversial conclusions from meta-analysis in nutrition are of tremendous interest to the public and can influence policies on diet and health. When the results of meta-analysis are the product of faulty methods, they can be misleading and can also be exploited by economic interests seeking to counteract unflattering scientific findings about commercial products. So before you laugh off your diet centered around saturated fat, maybe have a look at information coming from sources outside of the paid spokesman for low carb."
I didn't listen to everybody. Well, I listened to some people, but some of the ideas are contradictory and don't make logical sense to me. This makes sense to me. It makes logical sense, and it makes physiological sense. If I'm standing at a cocktail party and I have a martini and I am eating delicious cheese and hard salami, but I'm not eating the cream puffs and the crackers and the chips and the salsa, What does anyone care? But let's face this, and we've talked about this before, that sometimes one of the greatest struggles, the challenge is not so much reducing the carbs. I mean, we do that, we get used to it, we reduce the carbs.